Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to be doing your June predictions, okay, what is coming towards you. Please subscribe, like and comment. Check the description if you would like to book anything. Let's go ahead and get started. Pile 1, you are Sunflower. Pile 2, you are Joy. And pile 3, you are Fence. Pile 1, you are Sunflower. So we are going to see what is forecast in the month of June for you. So let's go ahead and get started. So I feel as though right now the month of June is really an internal time for you, okay? It is a time for you to stand in your own power. Now, when I think of the sunflower, I feel like the sunflower always faces the sun. It attracts natural light. It grows when it wants to grow. And I feel as though there is something about your life that is missing some sort of action right now, okay? It's missing some sort of growth here. I feel like my cards, all of a sudden, I've been using them all day, but all of a sudden, they are very wild, okay? So, and look, there's the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this is your overall theme, okay? It is about you really learning to see your own potential, to see your own energy here. That is what the month of June is about for you. And I feel as though there is something here about being seen, or again, the way that you are perceived. You could have a mother wound that you are working through as well. But I feel as though June is about you opening up for yourself. It is about you exceeding your own expectations here. And I feel like maybe you are a sunflower in a space right now that doesn't really give, that doesn't really allow you to just be yourself. And I feel like for you, June is about finding what that means for you, right? It's about what does it mean to be me? I'm sorry, this is shaking. What does it mean to be me here? And I feel like the energy honestly is about you really releasing like expectation at this time, because I feel like, look, everything about starting your reading has just been chaotic, part one, and I feel like this is a sign that things can't be perfect all of the time. Sometimes we need to do things that just allow us to be open. We are open regardless, no matter, you know, where we are or who we are around. And I feel like it's very important for you to get some kind of assertion around that. You need to see where you sit with yourself despite everything happening around you. Now I feel like June is going to be a very good time for you to express yourself, okay? For you to start now making something new when it comes to the world. I do feel like you are going to start something new here, okay? We are just going to get the forecast really quickly. Give me a second. Okay. Yes, literally. And you've got the star card here. So the month of June for you is really about navigating your own life. There is something that is keeping you either emotionally drained, okay, or it's keeping you very stagnant. And I feel like a lot of it is to do with your personal power, and again, the way that you sit and you stand with yourself. And I feel like the energy that is going to really be crossing through you, it's something that you are going to work on, or something that may be very challenging in June, is this energy of being unsure about people around you, or being unsure about, you know, what it is that you want. I am seeing a swan in my vision here, okay? This is giving me someone that needs to learn to just be gentle with themselves. It is a time for flow for you. June is about flow. It is about you, again, choosing to navigate where you want to put your energy to. And I feel as though you are going to be learning to move into an energy where it doesn't feel like everything around you, whether it be your career, the people around you, doesn't attack you. Does that make sense? Because I feel like right now, even as we saw that Empress, it almost just feels like you are very focused on a lot of the bad stuff around you, or you're very caught up on how you look, how you are perceived. And I feel like it's really important that you take a step back and you learn to really release that which is causing you to feel very stuck and stagnant, because I feel like June for you is about just doing what you want a little bit. Okay, it is about owning who you are. And I feel like in June, there is going to be such a liberation and such a freedom for you to just be who you want, for you to just, you know, even experiment with where you want to go. There is something here even around failure, or around, again, like the navigation of your life, you know. You're really focused on what it is that feels wrong in your life. And I feel like a part of this in June is about you finding your peace, okay? So I feel like it is going to be a situation where you are going to have to make some emotional decisions here about who and what you're keeping in your life. Now, I do sense the energy of love here as well. Okay, I feel like firstly, this magician, you could be dealing with someone who is being very hidden with their intention right now, or you're feeling very doubtful about the future with someone. This could be someone who is a player as well. And for others of you, this is about your personal power. This is about you learning who you are. I feel like you've been really stuck in your root at the moment, okay? So themes around safety, around having to survive or having to keep yourself oppressed, okay? I am seeing in my vision your roots are disconnected here. You are needing to learn to connect with your body. This is how you're going to find your most authentic self. This is how you're going to learn to express yourself, to really stand in who you are. This is how you're going to find your power. I do have my Alchemy of Lilith available if you are interested in going deeper into this to see what is oppressing you right now, because I feel like this will really help you. But I feel as though there is something here around authority, or what you feel like you can't achieve in life. Does that make sense? So for some of you, I feel like it's about you allowing people to really dictate your future and your movement forwards. Whether it be relationships, okay, around you in love, you know, allowing people to really treat you in a certain way, make you feel less than. Some of you have been not honoring your light at the moment, okay? You have not been honoring who and what you are, what you represent. And I feel as though you've even been letting people walk all over you a little bit. People like just try you and your energy. But I honestly will have to say it is your emotions that is causing the most damage here. Your emotions towards the past that are tying you to people, that are tying you to places. The only way that you can heal from this, to gain back your independence and your power, to put you back in a place where you are not looking at people like they are the pedestal, you are putting that crown on yourself, is to release it and to work through it, okay? So emotional healing is something from your past that in June you are going to be letting go of, but it does need some more navigation here, okay? In terms of opportunities here in June, I do feel like you will have something here when it comes to mysticism, the occult. You could be working with Lord Lucifer at this time, or you could be really a witch here that is learning to navigate your power as well. The energy of alchemy is so important for you, okay? June is about you releasing everything that oppresses you, literally. Like I said, my Alchemy of Lilith may be something that you want to look into, because this is literally what we go over. It is time to stop allowing things to drain you, allowing people to limit you, allowing things to keep you attached. And I feel like you are really going to get into this place of empowerment for you, right? I feel as though you have always been chained down to something, whether it be addiction, right? If we are looking at the actual meaning of the devil card, attachment, obsession, addiction to people, addiction to things around you that you think that you need to be able to grow. The only thing that the sunflower needs is the sun. The only thing it needs is its seed, right? And I feel like you are learning that you are empowering now, okay? You need to call back your energy a lot right now, because I feel as though something has really been feeding off of you, but June is going to be the time that you start to rid this, you start to cut this off, okay? Now, you may need to cut off communication with someone, especially if they are draining your energy. Listen, the Death card is here as well. You are resisting changes here, or you're really trying to rush forwards with something, getting all in your head. And honestly, the Knight of Swords for me really just gives me someone who is not thinking very clearly, that is just doing everything possible to find a solution but themselves. You need to be finding the solution within yourself. That is what's going to free you long term, by being exposed to you and your energy, by understanding what it is that you're feeling, okay? But overall, I feel like June is going to be a very good time for you to establish self, for you to really open up to who you are. I love and appreciate you, Pearl One. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one. To you, a smiley face, which is joy. So I feel like, just intuitively, firstly, a lot of your June, or the forecast in June, the energy is going to be around establishing something that is important to you. I'm having a vision here of a gold treasure chest, okay? And it almost just feels like something that is sacred to you is in this chest. And I feel as though you are going to be in a place where you can start seeing changes around you. You are starting to get a lot of energy or a lot of money coming in towards you in June. You are honestly going to start to raise your vibration. But I feel like you need something that establishes you. I am almost seeing a tree here with a man attached to it. It kind of reminds me of the Hanged Man. This is all about you finding your own perception of the world. And I feel like what is going to be important for you in June is prioritizing things that make you happy. Now, we are in Gemini season, right? And for me personally, I feel like Geminis are really good at adventure. They are very good at going out and doing what it is that they want. Okay, they are good at really socializing. And I feel like, look, your overall energy here is about you really taking the time to go and do something that you love. You know what I mean? You need to embrace that kind of Gemini energy of going and doing things that are outside of work, and you are going to be encouraged to express yourself, but to do it for you, right? There is something here about you needing to spend some time for you. You could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. You don't have to be. I am going to take this as your overall energy for June, okay? Because I feel as though you are going to turn things around. So do not fret and think, damn, I'm going to be in a place where, like, you know, I am sitting and I'm stuck, right? Because I know sometimes the Queen of Pentacles in reverse can really look like boredom. It can look like someone who is just feeling very empty and very sorrowful. But I feel as though for you, it is going to be expansion. There is something here around your roots as well. Disconnection from the roots. Some of you, it's needing to disconnect from your root a little bit, okay? So to bring a bit more freedom, okay? But for others of you, you are going to be establishing new roots. And it's almost like you're going to learn a bit more about yourself, okay? About the things that you like outside of work. So it could be a really good time to experiment at this time. So let us see. What is the energy here? You have a lot of eyes on you here, okay, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, look, movement. It's all about movement for you, especially energetically in the month of June, okay? So yeah, like I was saying, I feel like you do have some eyes on you, or this could be a good time for you to really start releasing people's perception on you. I feel like working with some sort of self-concept is going to be really, really handy for you. So I feel like the energy that is really going to be crossing you at this time, and I feel intuitively this is just absolutely in reverse, right? I feel like you are going to be leaving this place of sorrow. You are going to be leaving this place of feeling empty. It's almost as if like your whole life has been spent worrying about money or worrying about how you are going to establish yourself. You know, you have really been doing a lot of healing work, and June is finally going to bring you freedom from that. You are absolutely walking away from the past. Okay, you are walking away from things that don't make you happy anymore. And I feel like you could be someone that even has abandonment wounds, or some of you, this could even be like relieving yourself from a relationship. Okay, I am seeing someone that has left a relationship recently, or there is breakups here in the air. Okay, but it's almost that energy of like when you leave someone or you leave a relationship, you kind of go on this self-healing journey, and you go and you find yourself again, you start loving yourself again. And this is the energy of June for you, but for everything. Okay, for career, it's almost like you are seeing what has been draining you. Some of you, this was a feminine here. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag, or for others of you, this is a lot to do with your own codependency to things or to narratives that really kept you stuck for a while. You know, it's almost as if like I'm seeing like it's finally time for you to establish yourself a bit more. Okay, and I feel like a part of this journey may be having faith. Now, because we have some Pentacles in reverse here as well, I'm just noticing the Page of Pentacles now as well. There may be something here around money for you that needs a bit more establishment, or there could be challenges around money. Now, if this is something that you are going through, then this is your sign here to have faith that things are going to work out. And whenever I think of churches, I think of the angels. So you have so many angelic guides around you at this time. And again, going back to all eyes on you, maybe that isn't a negative thing. Maybe that is a protective thing. And I am seeing a lion in my vision. Okay, you have a lot of ancestors around you at this time as well, but I feel like mainly the energy here is about you having faith that things are going to work out no matter where you are. So it may be that you've maybe left a job, or something here hasn't worked out for you, right, in June, but this is your sign to go and still get your nails done, go and still prioritize and buy the things that you want, because I am seeing someone here that has to be very cautious with finances. It's kind of like this energy, right? Like when you leave your job, all of a sudden you have to start budgeting. Can I afford this? How much money have I got right now? You know, especially if you haven't got something lined up, and it may make you feel like you are not enough or you are not good enough. But I feel like this is not the truth. Okay, things are going to work out when the time is right. Now, some of the challenges that you may face will be procrastination or feeling like you're not good enough. It almost just feels like the universe is maybe taking some things away from you right now in order for you to go and find life again, because I feel like moving forwards, this is going to help not only inspire you, but it's going to help you forwards. And I feel like the opportunities that you have here coming up are going to be new inspiration. So you see, right, where you may feel like sometimes things are not working out, or I feel bored, I feel like I've lost my rhythm here, or I've lost my money, it's gonna make you in June go out and find something new. It's gonna help you find inspiration, therefore leading you to new people, new places, to maybe even new energies that you would not have access to had you have not gone through this stagnant period or this boredom. Okay, and I feel like this is the energy that they're calling on. You have been codependent of something, whether it is a job or not. Okay, whether it's a person, regardless, you have been codependent of things that have made you sit in this safety, that have made you maybe sometimes not even change. Because sometimes when we have everything given to us, so we had the money to spend on things, we don't try anything new. We don't go out our comfort zones, because if I'm paying a subscription for this, it's going to come in every month. You see what I'm saying? Maybe the money from your last job was just a safety net for you. You weren't really excelling. You weren't pushing yourself out of the boat. Hence with relationships as well. Maybe they were limiting you long term. They were making you feel like you are not empowering enough. And they're saying, like, this is your past. You are not supposed to be someone who is an average Joe that is settling and that is unhappy. Okay, you are someone that's supposed to be very happy, supposed to be fulfilling. And I almost just feel like the creativity has been missing from your life, and all of a sudden it is going to come in here. Okay, there is creative energy that is going to come towards you, the energy of manifestation, magic. You are going to tap into that kind of airy fairy energy. And I know that sounds a bit stupid, but for some of you it will be creativity, some of you magic, spell work. It's going to be something that just comes in like that though. Okay, now I am hearing there could be an opportunity of people apologizing. I wouldn't necessarily say this is something that I would encourage here. Okay, maybe forgiveness, yes, but I feel like in terms of moving forwards throughout June, it is about you breaking this foundation. Okay, you have been sitting, and honestly I feel like the energy is you've been sitting in a burning building, and it's almost like I'm seeing like someone who sits in, you know, in like universities and things, right, in colleges, when the fire alarm goes off, you're supposed to get up and get out. Some people just tend to sleep in because they're like, you know what, whatever, if I die, I die. That is how you've been living your life. You've just been sitting in this burning building. Honey, it is time for something new. It is time to break down and start listening to your guides a bit more. That is something that you're also going to have coming in June, is more spiritual guidance to help you, especially if you have goals here or things that you are going to start to bring into the physical and material world. But you need to also find yourself at this time, okay? Listen, June, I'm hearing, is going to be a great time for self-care for you. It is time to prioritize your happiness. Even though there are certain things that you are going to have to let go of, I do feel as though they are saying that doesn't mean that you cannot find a way. That doesn't mean that you need to sacrifice yourself. If that is a wound that is coming up, end it, okay? Work through it and end it. I love and appreciate you, pile 2. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Pile 3, you are Fences. So I feel as though for you, and you know what is funny? I was literally just honoring the tree that is opposite me right now. But this tree is a lot more full of greenery. Okay, it's very blooming. So I feel as though June for you is about establishing either boundaries, right, which is this card, or what I'm seeing is like establishing something that is new to you, something that is private. Some of you are even going to be exceeding your expectations or your potential. And I almost just feel this energy of like you are creating a sacred space for yourself around work, around your energy mainly. I feel like there is something here about auras. So I don't know if you've been interested in aura readings, or maybe this is something that you will align with in June as well, or you could do. But I feel as though like you are really like, again, it's like all about establishing yourself, establishing your energy and what it is that is very important to you. Okay, that strength card is calling to me, literally. Some of you, that is your overall energy, right? We're going to take that as your overall energy because that is screaming at me. That is your card. I feel like you have either gotten out of relationships, or relationships for you in June are all about respect. It's almost like I feel, you know what it is? You may be called to go back to basic things or basic energy. If you are someone that studies either, I'm hearing the occult or spirituality, or you are just into like improving your energy and your well-being, you may be drawn to research more about that, but also you may go back to basic research where it's like, I'm going to be speaking my boundary, or I'm going to be putting things in place of protection. It's almost as if I see you just going back to your roots a little bit, hence the tree being significant for you in June, right? Now, this is a timeless video. Some of you, there is something here around autumn that is really going to manifest at this time as well. But I feel as though it is so important for you to find some of that inner connectivity at this time. And it's almost like you could be a Leo, you don't have to be, but or Aries, Leo, Sag, right? Fire signs. But for others of you, I just feel like it's very important for you to connect with yourself in June, okay? It is time for you to start establishing who you are and what you expect. Now, that doesn't mean that you should be closed off or you should now like be ungrounded with this energy of like asserting what it is that you want. But I feel for many of you, it is a time of like grounding with the earth. You could be earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It is really just a time of just like inner self connectivity. You know, I see you just like in such a sacred space to the point where it's like, if you cross my fucking boundary in June, if you even try that shit, like you're gonna get electrocuted. You know what is coming into my brain here? You know Jurassic Park, right? I think it's the first one where the dinosaur has that electric fence. This is what I'm seeing, like someone who it's like, try me. I may look like a little innocent pet or a dog here. Some of you could be called to get an animal or visit a shelter here as well. But it's almost as if like you are just in this like heart energy. And I think it's so funny that this card almost looks like autumn, because when I think of autumn, I think of like homely energy, just like fireplace, warmth. And I feel this is where your energy is aligned. You're just like in such a time and space that is dedicated to you. So I feel like, you know, June for you is going to be a very good time to establish who you are and just connect with yourself, connect with your home space, your root chakra, okay? There are going to be manifestations coming in. But I also feel there is a flip side to this, they are saying, okay, where you have always had to be protective and you've always had to be strengthful, now is time for you to enjoy something, okay, or enjoy someone taking care of you. This could also be an energy where you've always had to be protective. I am seeing like two birds cross over, so this is giving me like someone who always has to protect their space and their energy from people. But I feel like you're coming into a space in June where it's like, I can just be at peace, you know, I'm not always in fight or flight mode. This could be something that you are healing, especially if you've grown up in a lot of trauma or you've never really gotten a space to just honor yourself, right? So let us see, what is the energy that is crossing over for you? I'm seeing swimming pools, or what is that song? Kendrick Lamar, is it? Okay. I don't feel to take that card. Okay, let's take a little look-see. So I feel like when it comes to challenges here, you are going to find it very hard to open up to this love, okay? I feel as though it is going to be a time for you where you need to understand what boundaries are to you, and you need to understand what is actually threatening you to what is actually just a wall that you have put up. Because I feel as though, right, it's almost as if you are trying your very hardest in June to move forwards, like you're putting all your energy and intention. But this is what your guides are saying, like you don't ever spend a minute to yourself, okay? Or you don't ever spend time just asking for help. You don't have to do everything by yourself. So I feel like you have always lived in this energy where you feel attacked either by people around you, or life has always had to be survival because that is all you've known. I'm seeing someone who likes the hustle, who works time and time again, okay? Someone who always picks up the extra shifts at work, or someone who always has to cover for this person. You know, it's giving that kind of energy, like it's always fucking me. Why is it always me? And I feel that Gemini energy, like the reverse or the switch to, you know, Geminis can be known for being very adventurous and sociable. There's also this energy to Gemini sometimes where it feels like they are overlooked. And I feel like you are going to get help and support that you need. But are you going to be open to it? It is going to be an adjustment for you in June, okay? You are going to have to learn that you can't do everything by yourself. Sometimes you need that spiritual help and guidance from around you, okay? But I feel as though like you always put up these walls and you never get to just be still. Like there is always something that you are working on, okay? I can totally relate. And I feel as though you are constantly living in your past, and this is what needs to stop, because the way that this card is placed, it's going towards your past, right? Which is you always having to put yourself in some kind of alignment, right? It's almost like you're very disconnected at this time. You need to really work on alchemy here, okay? Alchemizing your pain. That means that you need to start understanding where these survival skills or this survival energy comes from, so you can begin to create something new. Because I feel like what is stopping you, or what is going to block your manifestations in June, is you not being willing to connect with yourself. You need to go and do some inner healing work. This is what I'm saying. This may, for some of you, maybe going back to school or learning something around spirituality. I feel for you, Pearl 3, there is a connectivity around like healing or herbalism or something when it comes to the body is really going to help you, or it's going to help you just connect with yourself, okay? I feel as though you need to get something right within yourself, because once you do, and this could be linked to lifestyle as well, you are going to be able to gain a lot more opportunity or a lot more flow around your money and around your output. It almost just feels like I can even feel it energetically right now. In June, you're fucking tired as fuck. Let me just tell you, you're feeling tired as fuck. And you need to go and spend some time to just connect with yourself, okay? Because when you do that, you are going to be able to output so much more stuff. And sometimes you've got to work smarter than harder, okay? Sometimes you've got to see, what can I pull on right now that can help me? Even if you have no one around you. Again, some of you need to learn to use different tools here. You may be called to do different things. Right, so like, I don't know, if you are maybe an artist, okay, maybe you are always used to painting, but now I'm gonna try to work with the pen and do some biro artwork. It's that kind of energy. Like, you need to pull on things around you, you need to switch things up, because this is why something feels very rushed for you, or you are very determined to make it, but it's not happening. It's happening at a much slower rate than you want it to. But there is going to be financial movement for you. It is opportunity. So you're still going to have like the money opportunities coming in, but you need to be thinking about yourself a little bit here, okay? You are very ambitious and that is great. But when you are imbalanced, it causes this chaotic household. And again, this is going back to trauma. For you, you need to go and do some healing, because your home, this card, look at it. It looks so safe. It looks just peaceful. And if your home environment is not that right now, or you don't feel like that within, then that is a sign that, honey, something needs to change. And that change needs to come from you. Now, I feel like moving forward, overall in June, you are going to flow and you are going to get the outcome that you want, okay? I do feel like something is really going to heal for you. This is going to be something when it comes to doing this healing work, being able to flow, navigate forwards, okay? Some of you are really stepping into the energy of a healer, or you are a therapist. You are going to become your own therapist, okay? Some of you, again, I don't know why, but I'm hearing studies for this pile, like either spiritual studies, occult studies. Something here is really gonna grow for you, but I feel like you are going to release a lot of what doesn't serve you, and you are going to learn to say no to some things as well, and you are just going to finally be in this energy where you can be a bit kinder and connected to yourself, okay? I feel like, yeah, there are some people around you, I'm hearing, that are not going to probably like the word no, because they're so used to the energy that you've been in, okay? Or people are going to start to maybe even cross this boundary, you see. People want to remove that boundary. They may try it here, okay? And it may cause you to feel a bit overactive here, okay? Where it's like, I don't feel safe. I feel like I have to put a spiritual wall up. It's going to cause you to just be a bit like, you know, fuck off, right? Some people are going to say fuck off, but you know what? That is your sign to start calling on your deities, your guides here, to help you set something in place here that allows you to feel peace. But the more peace that you are going to feel is when you start to create it in your own life. I love and appreciate you, Pile 3. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one.